Discuss affordable housing today, and affordable housing is pegged to grow at a higher rate than 30% in the medium term. Also, this is pegged to be a very big growth driver for housing finance companies. So we thought we'll chat today with Ashiana Housing. Vishal Gupta, the MD at the company, joins me in for a discussion right now. We've also got with us our Varadarajan joining in from Repco Home Finance to talk about exactly this. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. Vishal, let me come to you first. You know, you're mainly present in the ticket size of 25 lakh to 75 lakh segment. What kind of thrust are you seeing in this space, especially given the loan easements given to buyers with annual incomes in the range of 12 to 18 lakhs annually now?
Okay, so I think the clouds of uncertainty are slowly moving away, and I see a lot of more customers who are in the mindset to make a final decision. With the credit-linked subsidy scheme, specifically for the first-time home buyers, it's a huge encouragement by the government and a huge enabler for them to buy their home. It's almost knocking off 200 rupees a square foot on their home purchase, which is, at times as much as 7 to 8% of their home value, and therefore it's a tremendous opportunity.
Vishal, I have one simple follow-up question, which is that large part of the affordable housing boost came because of job creation, and job creation is the issue in metros, in semi-metros, also in rural area. Now, if job creation is an issue, affordable housing or demand for housing itself will collapse.
Nikunj, that is certainly correct. Ultimately, home will be a consumption, the income has to be generated. Having said that, there are a lot of people who were fence sitters who were delaying decisions due to uncertainty. I think that's the market which right now is right on the anvil, and we can see conversions happening right there. Of course, as we see more and more growth in the economy, as more jobs get created, it will further boost this sector.
Right. Mr. Varadarajan, I want to get you in on the discussion as well. Post demonetization, there were concerns about how it's going to adversely, impact businesses like yours, affordable housing segment, that is. What really is the situation on ground? And, we were reading the latest report by ICRA, which is saying that affordable housing is going to, get a big boost, and they see the sector actually growing in excess of 30%. What, according to you, be the catalyst in this current, supply-demand situation?
If you see now during demonetization period, there was a subdued demand in the affordable section because our company is mainly dealing with this type of customers, and particularly the non-salaried segment. But if you see, after January, things have started improving. That's what we are seeing in the ground situation. And government has now taken a very right step, because in the credit-linked subsidy scheme, last year they were confined only with the low-income group and EWS category. Now we have signed a memorandum of understanding with the National Housing Bank, wherein even the MIG 1 and MIG 2 are now brought into this section, wherein the income level even up to 18 lakhs per annum, they are now entitled if they do not own a pakka house in their family so far. And the demand will be triggered now, because they are entitled for a subsidy of around 4% in the case up to 12 lakhs annual income, and 3% up to 18 lakhs, which if you translate into the monthly EMI, it comes to nearly 2,200 rupees and odd, which is a very substantial saving for them for the EMI, and we definitely feel this will trigger the demand for them. On the supply side also, during the budget if you see that they have given the right signals for the affordable section, tax breaks have been given, and a lot of incentives are given. Even the ministry has very clearly told they want the private participation in making available these units to these customers. Therefore, the ICRA finding, we do agree with them that it is going to generate lot of demand for the affordable section, and the growth is going to be triggered in the current year.
Mr. Varadarajan, so if you're making a case that demand is going to be strong, and in a lean patch, which is what we've seen, let's say between 2016 and end of 2015, you've managed to grow at about 20%, which is a lean time. So if good times are coming, are you likely to grow at least 25+%?
You are very correct. No, the earlier growth rate, when it was only around 20%, was the higher teen for the current year ending March 17. But 17-18, definitely the growth rate is likely to be around 25%.
Vishal, what are the categories in which you think there would be a resurgence in demand? And the reason I'm asking you this is because I'm curious to understand that if job creation is low, if the investment cycle is yet to pick up, if the capacity, if the rural income is going to remain under pressure, who's going to be buying houses and which category will see the maximum burst?
Nikunj, I don't think it's a straight line answer. I think different geographies will have different kinds of demands. There are different job creations in different, where there is industrialization or where there is services industries. So things are going to be different for different geographies. Having said that, we continue to be in a very sweet spot of 35 to 40 lakh homes in most of the locations that we are doing work. And we are seeing good traction in that. And we are actually seeing demand come back, a lot more serious site visits. So we would have one site visit and then the follow-up site visit wouldn't happen. Now we are seeing that they are coming back with an advisor or with their family. Those are clear indications of them heading, the customer wanting to move towards closure.
Well, good to hear that the signs of recovery are really kicking in, and the fact that this pie is only going to increase with time. Mr. Varadarajan as well as Vishal, good chatting with you. Thank you so much for joining in with your takeaways on affordable housing.